Which pages now? I cannot believe it's snowing, you guys. It's snowing. Okay, using your stick just as a third point of contact, we're just gonna keep one big toe on the ground, circle your ankle in one direction. Circle your ankle the other way, keep the big toe on the ground. Set that foot down, switch it over to the other side. Big toe stays on the ground, we circle our ankle in one direction. And circle your ankle the other way. So that outward mobility of the ankle is one of the things that we need to keep flexible and slightly strong. So rolling out the ankle is one of the easy ways that we can damage our ankles or have a foot break. So we just want to keep that super strong and super flexible. Okay, both feet on the ground, just using your stick as like a steady point. We're going to start with just some heel pedals. So one heel and then the other. You can meet at the top, hold that lift for a second, but we really want to find that good work just coming through the bottom of the feet. One more pedal each side, and then we're going to take it into some double heel lifts. So both heels raised at the same time, lower down with control. Using your stick as a point of contact so that you find that steady position and maintain balance, but we're trying not to grip on the stick. So if at any point you needed to lift that stick off the ground, you're still in control of the movement. The point of the stick is just that it allows you to not focus so hard on balance that you're not getting any other work done. Awesome. One more heel lift here. And then we're just going to slide the right leg back so that you can press the heel into the ground. So just a light stretch through the Achilles heel and the calf. Take a nice big breath. Awesome. Step that foot in, switch to the other side. Left leg is going to slide back, push into the heel. So you want to find that stretch through the calf and the heel. Cool. And then step that foot in. Now we're going to get the really hard work. So hold on to your stick. You might have to grip it just a little bit. Pick up your left leg, and now it's going to be that single heel raise. Let's go for 8, but take it as slow and controlled as you can. So we lift and lower down with that same amount of control. Last one. Woo, that's challenging. Set that foot down, shake it out. And then we're going to do that to the other side. So get your stick hold so that you can grip onto it and find that nice firm foundation. Lift your right leg up and away we go. Lifting and lowering at a nice even pace, which might mean you're not getting a lot of height, but plenty of control. Last one. Nicely done. Whew, set that foot down. Give everything a good shake. And now we're going to come back to some standing balance work. So we're going to pick up the right leg. We're going to hold that leg. The stick is just your third point of contact. We're going to find external rotation. So we're going to swing the heel out, hold it for a second, bring it back in. Swing the heel out, hold it for a second, bring it back in. Find that steady position of your body. Once you feel like you've got that rhythm down, how high can you lift through the crown of your head so you're barely holding the stick? And it's just offering that point of contact rather than gripping onto the stick for balance. Beautiful. One more in and out. Set that foot down, take it to the other side. Lift the leg up, find your balance first, and then start to bring that external rotation in. Bring the heel out, hold it for a second, and bring it in. Nice. Beautiful. One more in and out. And then we're going to come back to that leg, and I'm just going to turn my back to you just so you can see what we've got going on. So we're going to keep the knees hugged together. Now the heel is going to come behind you. Same external rotation, but keeping the knees together. So find your balance, bend your knee, swing the foot out, and bring it back in. Yes. It might feel funny, but it's a really great way to work those side glutes, the glute minimus and the glute medius. So we get those supportive muscles kicking on. So we keep our whole gluteus area nice and strong. Take one more in and out. Woo, and then set that foot down, take it to the other side. Bend the knee so the foot is behind you. Find that bent knee position, and then away we go. Externally rotate, bring it back in with control. Lovely. One more in and out. And then when you're ready, set that foot down. And now we're going to both hands on the stick. So the stick is going to be out in front. And we're going to start to find a squat where our knees are going to start to come past our toes. So you're going to pick up your heels as well as bending the knees, bring it down to a comfortable level that you can control, and then rise right back up. The stick is there to help support you. Don't go to a point that you can't control. So you should at any point be able to release your hands from the stick. The stick is kind of like a little security blanket, but know that you could come all the way down to that low squatty position and come back up. But we want to make sure that we have that good control. So the knees do go past the toes. Once you've got the control, if you want to play around, going all the way down to your depth, just let your stick offer you that bit of support. Beautiful. Nice work. One more up and down. And now we're going to move the stick forward. Both hands on the stick. Slide your right leg back. Find a little balance there first. Hold it one more breath. Release the right foot down. We're going to find balance to the other side. So the left leg is going to slide back. One more breath. Set that left foot down. And now we're going to try for a single hand hold. So my stick is in my left hand. I'm going to be working with my right leg. So I'm sliding my right leg back, lifting the leg up. And now the focus is going to come into the hip. So I'm going to bring my right hand to my hip, try to turn your hip up towards the ceiling, and then re-level your hips. Turn your hip up towards the ceiling, and then re-level your hips nice and slow. Go for about 3 more on this side. Slow and steady. Last one. Beautiful. Set that foot down. Woo, take a second. It's a lot of balance work, you guys. Switch over to the other hand. So stick in the right hand, left hand on the hip, slide your left leg back, lean forward so you can get that toe to lift off the ground. Maintain your balance first. And then once you feel like you've got it, the hip rolls up towards the ceiling and lowers back down. Rolls up towards the ceiling and lowers back down. Nice work. 3 more to go on this side. Last one. Woo, good work. Set that foot down. Give everything a little shake. And then we're going to just do one more work in standing, and then we're going to find our way down to the ground. So with the stick over in your right hand, left leg is going to be externally rotated. So turn the knee out to the side, and then we're going to pick that leg over across the midline of the body. So get about 8 good lifts of that leg. Last one on this side. Set that foot down. Switch your stick. Pick the other leg up, externally rotate, and then we swing it across the midline of the body. So we're working that inner thigh. 4 more to go. Beautiful work. Set that foot down. Give everything a little shake. Now we're going to come down into a kneeling position. So come down starting in a high kneel. So both knees down on the ground. Stick out in front, palms facing inwards, and we're going to take it into some wrist curls. So if you need to cushion your knees or if it needs a little support, take a second to do that. But then keeping your shoulders down and back, we're just lifting the wrists up, lowering them down. Lift the wrists up. I should say lift the knuckles up. So we want to flex from the wrists, but everything else is staying as stable as it can. So the elbows are hugged into the side of the body. We're just working into that wrist mobility. 2 more to go. Awesome. Now we're going to flip our grip. So palms are now going to be facing forward. Hug those elbows into the side body, but back to those wrist curls. So we're just lifting the knuckles up. Beautiful. Last wrist curl, but now we're going to keep those palms facing forward. Now get a little bit of a tight grip. Imagine you're pulling the stick apart and take it into your bicep curl. So belly is firm. Elbows are going to stay hugged up against the side of the body. Pull the arms apart, lower up to the shoulders, raise up to the shoulders, lower it back down with control. So we want to keep that pulling apart sensation. Beautiful. You guys look amazing. Three more to go here. Nice work. Last one. And then as you lower it down, we're going to flip palms again. So palms are going to be facing inward. And now we're going to try to go for a pushing in sensation. So elbows are going to stay locked in. Push in with your hands like you're trying to crush the middle of your stick, but then take it back into your bicep curl. So knuckles are going to lift up to the shoulders, but the whole time we're pushing inward like we're trying to compact that stick in the center. Nice. Last one here. Beautiful. Relax your shoulders, relax your grip, maybe even give your wrists a little shake. And now we're going to take it into a kneel. So, or a lunge, I should say. Right foot's going to step forward. Start by finding your lunge. Make sure that feels good. And then a nice wide grip of your stick. And we're going to circle around in one direction. Let your arms come behind you. Circle around where you came from. And then circle the other way. Let your arms come behind you. Take it slow and steady. Find a nice good rhythm, plenty of space. You can widen your grip on your stick to a point that feels good and allows your shoulders to move pretty freely. Beautiful. One more time around each side or even yourself out. And then as you come back around to center, now we're going to step the stick off to the right. So off to the side of the body. And now left arm is going to reach up and we're going to go side bend. So we're going to reach that left hand over towards the tip of the stick. Does not matter if you actually find the tip of the stick, but we just want to find that good reach. And what we're really shooting for here is that stretch through the front hip pocket and side hip area. So with that stick out to the side, we lean out. You can even think about pushing your hips out or forward just so you can find that really good sensation. Take about 3 more big breaths here. Beautiful. Lift up with control. And now we're going to switch our lunge to the other side. So left foot's going to step forward. Find your lunge first. Bring that stick back in. Nice wide grip. And we're circling around again. Find that nice fluid movement. Beautiful, you guys. Nice work. One more time around or even yourself out. And then as you come back to center, you're going to take that stick into your left hand, out to the side, find your foundation first, and then reach your right hand up and add that side bend. So you're reaching towards the tip of the stick. Doesn't matter if you make it there, but we're shooting for that side stretch. and that stretch down into the low back side body. So where the hip and the low back meet. Awesome. One more breath. Lift all the way up with control. Step that foot in. All right, and now we're going to take it into the widest grip that you can find in that high kneel position and just take about 4 good passes overhead and then back to the front. One more time through. Nicely done. Okay, now we're going to take it onto our back. So we're going to come all the way down onto our back. And then as we come down onto our back, we're going to extend the legs long. This is going to be a roll up, but we're going to play around with the pulling apart versus the pushing inward. So start by stretching your arms up and overhead, legs nice and long towards the end of your mat, but with a light flex in the foot. So focus on your feet first, lightly flex the foot, push through the heels. Now start to pull apart on your stick. You might feel the upper back body get a little activated. Take a big inhale. Exhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling, curl up the head, neck, and chest, push through the heels, pull apart on your stick, bend your knees, reach past your toes. Come back up, curl the tailbone under, pull apart on the stick, roll all the way down, arms reach up and overhead, push through the heels, pull the stick apart. Exhale, curl up the head, neck, and chest, come all the way up, bend your knees, reach past your toes, come back up to that seated position, pull apart on the stick, roll your spine down to the ground, arms reach up and overhead. 2 more just like that. Pull apart, push through your heels, curl up the head, neck, and chest, bend your knees so you can reach past your toes. Come back up to that seated position, roll down through the spine. Last one with that pull apart. Roll all the way down, and then with the arms up and overhead, just take a second. Let your shoulders relax, let your arms be heavy, even soften your grip on your stick. Take a nice big breath. Awesome, and now activate the feet again. So feet are slightly flexed, push through the heels, grab hold of your stick, so get your grip first. And now we're gonna find that pushing in sensation. So rather than pulling the stick apart, try to push the stick into the middle. So we're getting that inward push. Take an inhale, exhale, curl up the head, neck, and chest, push through the heels, push into the stick, roll on up, bend your knees to reach past your toes, push into the stick, roll down through your spine, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, push through the heels, push into the stick, roll your way up, bend your knees, reach past your toes. Beautiful, push inward, roll your way down, arms reach up and overhead. 2 more to go here. Push in, roll up, bend your knees, reach past your toes, push in, roll down, all the way up. I may have lost count, so if we have to do one more, we'll do one more. But then the next time you find your way down to the ground with the arms up and overhead, take a second to let everything get soft again. Soften your feet, relax the backs of your legs, relax your shoulders, relax your grip. Take 3 nice big breaths. Lovely. When you're ready, bring your arms up so the stick meets your thighs. We're going to bend the knees a lot and then push into the stick. Push your stick into your thighs. Roll your way up to a seated position. And now we're going to extend the legs out nice and long. Take a second to find that seat. A light bend in the right knee. And now we're going to use our stick like a little rolling pin. So we're going to push into the stick, roll towards the knee joint, roll down towards the hip crease, roll towards the knee joint, roll towards the hip crease. One more just like that. Roll towards the knee joint, roll in towards the hip crease, and then take it to the other side. So bend your left knee slightly, push into your stick, roll up toward your knee joint, roll in toward your hip crease. 2 more to go on this side. Beautiful. Now we're going to take it over to the right leg, but we're going to stay to the muscle that runs to the outside of the shin bone. So we're going to try and avoid the shin bone itself. So that means you bend your knee, angle your stick so that it's at an appropriate angle, and then put a gentle pressure on. Roll down towards your ankle joint, roll up towards your knee, but stay on that muscle that runs along the outside of the shin. Beautiful. One more up and down. And then when you're ready, we're going to switch over to the other side. So bend that left knee, angle your stick, find the muscle that runs the outside of the shin, gently push in, roll down, gently push in as you roll up. Lovely. One more up and down. And then we're going to get back to some core work. So we're going to step both feet in with that knee bent position. Imagine you're holding your little oar for your kayak. So a little pulling apart action, lean back into your V-sit, pull that stick apart, and now start to row your kayak, rotating to one side and then the other, but keep it slow so you can focus on finding that work through the oblique muscles, that bit of work that happens in the shoulders as you pull apart on your stick. Rotate to one side and then the other, and just be mindful, everybody's stick is probably a little different size. So make sure that you raise it and lower it at a depth that works good for you. Beautiful. One more row each side. And then when you're ready, we're going to swing those legs around so we can come through our high kneel position and all the way back up to a standing position. Once you're up in that standing position, we're going to place that stick behind the back and then start to widen your grip. So you're going to walk your hands out to a good, comfortable distance and then just start to find some back pumps of the arms. So we're just lifting up and lowering down, getting a light opening in the chest, a little bit of work in the shoulders, but just notice how everything feels. And then if you need to widen your grip, take a second to do it. But once you feel like you've got a good freedom for your arms to move and a good wide grip, bend your knees a lot, hinge from your waist, fold over with a light but firm grip on your stick. Let your arms fall away from the back of your body. Take one more breath. Bend your knees, lift from the top of your head, come up nice and slow. And now last bit of work here, place your stick on the ground. And we're going to start with that light pass, passing your stick or the tip of your stick side to side. So the one end is still on the ground. Once you've got that light pass going on and you know what you're doing, see if you can close your eyes and still keep a steady rhythm, passing the stick back and forth, tuning into your proprioception. So where is your body connected to space? Where's that stick connected to your body? Nice. One more pass back and forth with your eyes closed if you were there. And then when you're ready, open your eyes. And now we're going to pick the stick up off the ground. Start with a light pass. So you might pass hand to hand, finding that grip first, and then see if you can start to toss the stick, passing it with a little bit more of a rapid pace. Nice. Okay, so now you've got that pass and you've got a good rhythm. Can you close your eyes and pass that stick with the tip off the ground? You're tossing it from hand to hand. You know where it is, but you do have to be mindful. Where's your ceiling? Where's the floor? Where's your stick? Where are your hands? How fast can you go with your eyes closed without losing that sense of stability? Nice. One more pass side to side. And then when you're ready, open your eyes. Stick's going to come back down to the ground. And now we're going to let the stick fall. So we're just going to let it go and then catch it wherever it lands. So let it go and be ready to catch it. And then see, can you let it go for a while? Let it get as close to the ground as you feel comfortable with. And then start to move your body in a way that focuses on your agility. Are your eyes moving with that stick? Can your body move with that stick? Nice. Ooh, Liz is going down to the ground. Yes. That's amazing. All right, one more drop. And then when you're ready, set that stick down to the ground with a little bit of control. Take a nice big breath. Reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale, bend your knees, hinge from your waist, fold down to the ground. Once your fingers touch the ground, take a few petals of the legs. Bend one knee and press into the opposite heel. One more petal of each legs, and then both knees bend a lot. Pull your abdominal muscles in. Roll up to a standing position. Take a couple of good shrugs over your shoulders, and then we're just going to stretch the neck to finish. So drop your left ear over to your left shoulder. Just let it get nice and heavy here. If you want that little extra, you're going to take your right hand and just reach it behind you. Tuck it into that low back area so it creates that little bit of length through the side of the neck. One more breath. Lift your head up, release your arm, and then take it to the other side. Drop your ear to the shoulder, start there, let the ear get nice and heavy. And then if you want that little bit more, tuck your left hand behind you just into that low back area. Lovely. Bring your head back up, release your arm, take a couple of swings of those arms just to loosen everything up. You guys are amazing. Nice work today. Woo! Be sure to drink plenty of water after all of that work.